know, dating and relationships can be very complicated. One author was known for teaching men how to pick up women, but his new book is a total 180.
I spoke to him about what made him take on a whole new subject. So how do you follow up a decade-old book that to this day still provokes fierce debate and introduced everyone to the best pickup artist in the world? Well, we're about to find out. New York Times bestselling author Neil Strauss's long-awaited follow-up to The Game is now here. They say if The Game taught you how to meet members of the opposite sex, The Truth will teach you how to keep them. Neil joins us now to talk about his latest work called An Uncomfortable Book About Relationships. Neil, thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Tina.
Now, this is obviously very different from The Game. Would you say the celebrated dating expert is confronting maybe his greatest challenge of monogamy and fidelity?
Yeah, absolutely. And I definitely never considered myself even a dating expert. I was sort of a journalist at the New York Times, and I found this kind of underground world of pickup artists and dove into it and really got seduced by it. And I guess I came out a dating expert. It's still weird. It's weird to hear the words because I have no interest in expertise. Most of my books are about solving a problem in my life, fixing it, and then hoping I can share it with other people who have that problem. So The Game was about dating, and this is about love, relationships, marriage, intimacy.
Well, what personally brought you to write this latest book?
No, it's a good question. And I always write a book never thinking that I'm going to be here talking about it on TV. But so what happened was, and again, it wasn't going to be a book. It just was my life that I was making a mess of. And I found a woman I loved and I wanted to get married to, and I cheated on her and just destroyed everything, destroyed her, destroyed the relationship, destroyed myself, destroyed my future, everything, her future. And I'm like, and I really thought I was a nice guy. And I thought, how are you a nice guy? You lied to someone, you betrayed them, you deceived them, you hurt them, all those horrible things. And I thought, that's me who did that, and I need to figure out why I would do something like that and really what's wrong with me, because there was nothing wrong with her. So that set me off on this five-year journey to figure it out.
Now, I'm sure you're not alone. I'm sure a lot of people have traveled this same path. So other men like yourself may be asking themselves, for a person considering themselves maybe a player or who has followed that path, can they actually change their ways?
Sure, yeah. And first of all, like, listen to the presupposition that it's men who are asking, that there are women who do that too, right? It's sort of, some people are promiscuous and some are not, independent of sex, obviously, independent of their gender. So, but the point is this: is it possible for a player to change their ways? And the answer is yes, but you're not going to make them change if you're thinking I can make someone change. So for anyone who's listening, they're not going to change if you want them to change. In fact, if you want them to change, they're less likely to change and have a real change even if they do. However, you can make the choice to change because you see that your ways are really not serving you and leading to your happiness and others' happiness, which is kind of what happened to me. And you have to really make the choice, and you really, really, really have to put in the work. And especially if you've broken trust, it can't just be given back. You really have to earn it back.
Well, like you said, when you went into your first book, you went into it as a journalist looking for answers, and this seems more of a personal path. What are you hoping people will take away from this book?
Yeah, honestly, if they, let's see, if they could take away something, I guess my hope, and it's kind of why it's maybe designed like a Bible, is like the goal, optimistic goal, is to really just change the conversation about what we're having about relationships and monogamy and sex and marriage, and help people realize that a lot of it has to do with your personal demons. And if you can see your personal demons, if you can recognize them, and if you can heal them, you can stop bringing those demons into your relationships and marriages and life.
Now, in the book, do you tackle maybe what draws us to partners that we choose?
Yeah, 100%. And what do you think draws us to our partners?
Well, I think it's multiple things, but I would have to say initially it's looks, maybe something aesthetic, but it has to be something much deeper, obviously, after that.
Yeah, it's funny. There's a great quote from a Renaissance poet that says, the eye is the messenger of the heart. It goes forth and seeks an image that it can recommend to the heart. And the rest is done with the heart, and it's done this way, which is you're attracted to people who fit certain templates that happen in your childhood because your first experience of love is with a caregiver or a parent or whoever raised you. And how was that love? Was that parent abandoning? Were they needy? Did they have a bad relationship? Did they say they loved you but their behavior didn't back it up? Did they love you but they never showed affection? What happened? Because all those things then become sort of that, create this template of what you go out and look for. Someone who's just like that, someone who's exactly not like that, and most importantly, someone who's kind of like that, and maybe this time you'll get what you never got. You know, you'll get them to stay, you'll get them to not nag at you, whatever it may be.
Well, this seems very profound and something we want to get our hands on, so where can we get The Truth?
I mean, hopefully, if like the publisher did their job, like anywhere online, any bookstore. Honestly, if you don't know how to get the truth, maybe you need to take an internet course first, or go outside. But thank you, probably anywhere, Tina. That was really a snide comment. Sorry.
Well, as long as we're available to get it out there. Well, thank you for being with us.
All right, thanks, Tina.
Don't go anywhere. The Morning Blend will be right back.